Hey everyone! Welcome back to my Let's Play of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles! Oh, I'm so excited to be back to recording episodes. I can't even tell you how hard last week was. Drowning under my test and being exhausted and, you know, working full-time and pain. But I'm so excited to be back here recording episodes this week. So thank you guys for your patience. I know I say this literally like every freaking day, but I appreciate it. It's hard juggling this and full-time job and school and all the other crazy shit I do. So yeah, y'all are the best, and I'm excited to jump back in. I think we left off. We found out that the music box was actually a telegram, sort of, or telegraph. Telegraph, yeah, like the beep 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 Morse code, but encrypted basically into 2 discs, and you would play it, and it was like government secrets, right, being leaked. And so Egbert Benedict, I don't remember his name, Eggs Benedict, and the other 2 Skulkin bros were basically trying to get it. I don't know how this relates to. I don't remember if we found out how it relates to freaking what the heck his name was. I don't even remember. I almost called him McCreary, but that was a guy on American Idol. The rich guy who died in the thing that set on fire. I'm not sure if he was smuggling government secrets or what, trying to like make money on the black market. Who knows? People do things for shady reasons all the time. But we're gonna find out today. I don't know if we're close to the end. I keep saying that and then it's not. So I guess we'll just see what happens. All of a sudden, we seem to be up to our necks in a serious matter of national scrutiny. I can't read. Security. I just happened to press X when I turned this on, and I accidentally, I don't know, went to the end of a thought. I don't know. We'll see what they say. Although all this talk about interception of secret government messages is still just conjecture at this point. Stage. Why can't I read? It would explain a number of things though, wouldn't it? The negotiation Ginny overheard on the omnibus 2 months ago, and the break-in at Winterbanks. Well, the trouble is, it wasn't Mr. Graydon in the omnibus and Mr. McGilded. McGilded! There you go. No, that was Mr. Mason, the brickmaker who was so horribly murdered. Huh. If only there was some link between the 2 men somehow. I just bit my tongue. I know, but Mr. Graydon's testimony seems to be as watertight as ever. I wonder if the key to us making headway with the cross-examination here could be those 2 brothers who just pulled fruit out of their ass. I don't know. Alright, I was struggling here. Look, all we done is break into the gaff the other night. If we'd known there was dodgy government secrets involved, we wouldn't have touched it. Milverton and Skulkins. Oh, the milk run! Right. Percent. What says Milverton? Something does. I don't remember. Hold on. Wait. Is it this one? Yeah, there it is. Alright, yeah, duh, we figured this out. Okay.
Objection.
Are you fucking kidding? What? Wait, they said Milverton. Do I need to press him on? Didn't I already press him on that? Oh shit. Whoops. Oh my god. Blah blah blah, government secrets. Yada da da da, government secrets. Okay, I know. Okay, wait, we had them add that to the testimony, didn't we? Do I have to press them on it again? Oh shit! Oh, damn it. Alright. My audio seems like loud and quiet at the same time, so I don't know. I tried a different USB port, and I think it fixed it, but now I can't tell because I don't know. I don't know. Apparently I don't know technology. Engineering never prepared me for this. Okay. Milverton and Skulkin's milk run. Press. I'm sure I'm gonna regret asking, but what exactly was that? Some kind of business? Just a little scheme we had going back when we was youngsters. A bit of fun, really. Delivering fresh milk to the locals, that's what it was all about. That sounds alarmingly legitimate. There must be a catch. Was there crack in the milk? I suppose since we're here, I should ask them to elaborate. But on what? Business name? Who to be Milverton? So this business was just a bit of fun, you say? And it was just yourselves and Mr. Graydon involved? Yeah, that's it. Milverton and Skulkin's milk run, was it? Yeah, that's it. And where did the Milverton part come from? Oh, right. I thought a clever cloakers like you never worked that one out. That is... Ooh! I forgot what voice I gave it for a second. Enough of this. How much longer are we expected to listen to this? Oh, shit. For as long as I want, punk. Let me guess. You don't accept anything these two witnesses are saying? Gasp. Tell me, why is it that it was only at the mention of the name Milverton that you decided to interject? Because well... I changed that voice, whoops. Well, he's supposed to be more like snotty. It wasn't the opposite, it wasn't the happiest of homes that one came from. Yeah, his old man was struggling for money so much his wife walked out on him. She took the name Graydon then, see? But Ash will always be Milverton to us. Milverton. So that used to be your surname, did it? No, of course not. This is all bunkum. Bunkum? I've been a Graydon since I was born. Do you really think you can rely on the testimony of these two thieves, You're a communications officer attached to the civil service. As such, your personal details will have been thoroughly checked at the time of your appointment. It would be a very simple matter indeed to subpoena those records, Mr. Graydon. Well, it would appear that Mr. and Mrs. Skulkin's testimony has been reliable. For once. You were born Ashley Milverton then. A.M. It was on the cane. I'm not crazy. Ashley Simpson. Is that correct? Very well. Yes. So, Ashley Graydon was once Ashley Milverton. That information could change things. It could turn out to be extremely important. I thought he was going to say exactly what I need. Ashley Graydon's personal profile. Okay. Telegraph operator whose last name was once Milverton years ago. That means they're related. All of a sudden, we seem to be up to our necks in a yep-a-doop-a-doop. Yep, somehow I know. Yep, great. Uh-huh, cool. Why not? Sure, great. Okay, so I think I have to refute something he's saying now. Mere communications officer can possibly steal. Besides, the sounds produced by them aren't Morse code. It was low. I have no relation to the man. Well, bitch, you sure do. That's not right. Wait, hold on. Oh wait, can I present people? Can I not present people? Do I need to do this now? What if I lose the game? Objection. Oh, thank God. Whew! Mr. Ashley Milverton. Tell me, why did you try to hide your former name from the court? Because I haven't gone by that name for years. It means nothing to me. No, I don't think that's the real explanation at all. The truth is, you had a reason to hide that name. Are you okay, dude? Did you get stabbed? Explain yourself, please, Counsel. I can't read. I have here the notes from the omnibus case, my lord. And as we all know, the victim, the man who we now understand to have been negotiating with Mr. McGill did. Yes, Mr. Mason, the brickmaker? That's right. Only Mason wasn't his surname at all. It was his given name. His full name was Mason Milverton. Milverton?
Do you mean to say it's alive?
Glad you could put that much together, my lord. Mr. Ashley Milverton. Is it not the case that the brickmaker, Mr. Mason Milverton, was your father?
You always gotta say brother. Oh, I don't.
As I believe I mentioned earlier, your family history will have been thoroughly checked when you join the civil service. And it really would take no time at all for the court to subpoena those records. So suck it up, punk! Grr. The truth is, you have been illegally acquiring highly confidential government information and selling it on to McGilden in collaboration with your father. Spinning around. No, okay. Copyright. I love that song, though. The new facts and evidence unveiled by the cross-examination of this witness all come together to reveal the truth. The truth, you say? That you collaborated with your father, Mr. Mason Milverton, in illegal dealings with Magnus McGilded.
By dint of this music box, you mean, counsel?
Yes, stealing information being sent in secret government communications and selling it on to McGilded. Mr. Graydon concocted this elaborate scheme of using 2 music box discs to encode the information, as, presumably, a safety measure against the information falling into the wrong hands.
And a very effective one. I shouldn't have given the scheme any credence whatsoever.
But the deal with McGilded went sour, and the brickmaker met his end. Yes, but before he was arrested, McGilded managed to temporarily dispose of the stolen disc at the pawnbroker. Then, having learned of the situation, you appeared at Windibanks 2 days ago, in an attempt to recover the 2 articles McGilded had placed in pawn there. Gotta revenge your dad. Or avenge, Jesus. But that attempt failed. My voice came out weird, it was like, failed. One of the discs was seized by the police, and the other you never found. So that same night, you enlisted the help of the Skulkin brothers and broke into the pawnbrokery. This time, determined to recover the second disc.
Are you suggesting that the second disc was inside the music box?
Eh? Wait, we never knew nothing about that. On the night that Mr. Windibank was killed, slow motion. The intruder to the pawnbrokery touched 1 item and 1 item alone, the music box.
Has rather ingeniously demonstrated using the 2 prints from the security camera. Indeed.
That was a long sentence, man. So the question that naturally begs answering is this. Why was only that 1 article disturbed? The answer is obvious. Because it contained the second disc, which the intruder was desperate to retrieve. Since, if it were to fall into the hands of the police, it would be proof of high treason.
Punk.
Bow down to me, Ryunosuke Naruhodo! Well, Mr. Graydon, do you deny that all of this actually began on that fateful night 2 months ago? When he, well, did he burn alive that night?
I refuse to accept any of this nonsense.
Francis is like, I don't need none of your bullshit, man. Oh. Sir. There appears to be blood seeping through the sleeve of your jacket. Oh, his shoes.
What? Ah!
2 nights ago, we know that 3 shots were fired at the scene of the crime in Windibank's pawnbrokery. Boom shakalaka. Hold on, my sound is really quiet. Let me turn it up on my headphones. Is it echoing? I hope not. My audio's been funky. Windows 11 screwed up my life. I don't know. Don't get it. Don't get it. If I could teach you anything today, do not get Windows 11 until they fix all the bugs. One took the life of the pawnbroker himself. No, sure. Alright. Herlock! One struck the pouch around Mr. Sholmes' waist. And the final bullet struck the calendar on the wall of the shop, having first pierced through the arm of one of the intruders. Your arm, bro. Mr. Graydon. That wound on your arm that you seem to be trying to hide. It's a bullet wound, isn't it? Well, maybe if he wasn't dancing around like an idiot and holding his arm, we wouldn't know it was there, for God's sakes. Be any more obvious, man? He's got you now, me old China. Time to call it quits and broke, I reckon.
He's like, I'm not giving up. Don't acknowledge my presence there under any circumstances whatsoever. Those were my terms, remember? And I paid you handsomely to comply. Clearly, I was a fool to think I could trust some common backslum thieves.
Oh. Yo, be nice.
Fine, I admit it. I was there at Winterbanks that night. I paid this pair 10 guineas to accompany me. And as you've noticed, I sustained an injury in the course of my adventures.
He's gonna be like, but you can't prove I killed the baby there.
But that is all. I admit to nothing more. Stealing government secrets, negotiating with Mr. McGilded.
Bro, stop dancing! You have an injured arm.
As God is my witness, I'm sure I recall nothing of the sort.
He's not gonna go down without a fight. Not until I can show him hard evidence, I suppose. They're always like this. Nevertheless, the defense has now established a crucial fact. Which is... well, we know that one bullet was fired from each of the 2 firearms we have in evidence. The bullet from the Skulkin brothers' gun hit the pouch around Mr. Sholmes' waist. And the bullet from Mr. Winterbank's gun clearly must have been the one that caught Mr. Graydon on the arm.
Indeed it must. We can rule out the possibility that the man shot himself.
That's probably true. In the back? And that leads us to only one conclusion. Mr. Winterbank was shot by a 3rd gun. Which can only have been fired by the 3rd intruder.
Goodness!
Oh shit. That's right, Mr. Graydon.
Ugh.
The only person who could have possibly shot Mr. Winterbank that night is you. How dare you hurt Papa Winterbank? Oh. 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 Is he losing his shit? Oh, here we go.
You little upstart. You made a grave mistake when you summoned me here.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
Yes, as you rightly say, I was there at the pawnbroker's. I did my best to hide the fact, naturally. I had no intention of ruining the distinguished career I'd built for myself at the communications station. But did the thought never cross your mind? Did you never consider the possibility?
What do you mean? What thought? What possibility?
Possibility that if I was there at the scene, I may have witnessed the crucial moment. You see...
Oh, he's gonna say, Gina stole my gun and shot him.
This makes me a key witness in this case, and I have my hands firmly around the neck of your client.
What?
Are you suggesting? I saw it all. I saw the very moment that pickpocket girl pointed the gun at that poor defenseless pawnbroker and shot him.
You... What? Oh, and he's just claiming that now? Really? We're gonna go with that. Is that what we're doing here?
Order! 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 Well, it would seem we are finally entering the last act of this theatrical trial.
Oh, you're just gonna tell me we're at the end of the game. Okay.
Mr. Graydon. Yes. I trust you are fully aware of the implications here. If it is shown that your claim is false, you will have incriminated yourself as the killer. Yup. No, I understand fully. Okay. Then I must ask you to give your formal testimony once more. You will explain to the court precisely what you saw at the moment the defendant allegedly shot the victim. Nothing would give me greater pleasure. Ugh. Oh, here we go. What bullshit are you gonna spew at me now, bro? The moment of the shooting. Tell me how you shot him. Well, these ruffians were jostling with the broker. I was still near the entrance to the shop. When Windbang threw Nash over the counter, I felt a sharp pain in my arm. I pursued the man, but he shut himself in the storeroom. I could see him through the peephole in the door, though. The accused, in a black coat, shot the man in the back as he was trying to flee to safety. A black coat? I saw the blood spatter all over that wretched girl. I can't read. Then she tossed the gun out of the peephole, so I picked it up and made my escape. Peephole? Good gracious! This is quite extraordinary testimony. Wait, okay, first of all... Wait, is the peephole there's a peephole? I thought it was like locked from the inside. I guess that doesn't mean it doesn't have a window. Was she wearing a black coat when they found her? I thought well, I guess she took the coat back from him, right? You claim, sir, under oath, you lying man, you have clearly seen the defendant pulling the trigger. Santa, don't get so mad. It'll be fine, I'll figure it out. Order, order, order! It wasn't my intention to testify in this way. But neither is it my intention to be found guilty of a murder I didn't commit. So you see, my hand has been forced. I tell the truth now as an act of self-preservation. Yo, is that Professor Layton music? It sounds like it. The truth? Until now, the prosecution was completely unaware of these details. Yes, well, sorry about that. Having shot me in the arm, the pawnbroker was then shot in the back by the accused. And as I said, she was showered in his blood. I don't think she was. You said the blood spattered over the accused's coat. Are you sure on that point? Oh, yes, quite sure. All over the black overcoat that pickpocket girl was wearing at the time. Really? If her coat could somehow be shown to harbor vestiges of blood. I don't know what I thought that said, but I said it right. That would be conclusive evidence here. Do we have her coat? Such an investigation is entirely possible, my lord. What? You want me to spray the coat? Only very recently, a German scientist has developed a technique to identify human blood. So here's the true science. Not some amateurish detectives dubious foray into the world of chemistry. There's nothing dubious about Hurley's work. His ideas are all sound. Ideas are no use to us here. In science, as in law, theories must be proven before they stand. In Germany, the technique has already been employed in the courtroom as a basis of evidence. Scotland Yard has a small quantity of the chemical reagent used. With your lordship's permission? Boom! Shakalaka! We could shatter all vestiges of doubt within minutes. Huh! This doesn't look good, Bruno. Why not? Well, we know, don't we? That there's blood all over the front of Jenny's coat. If they test it with their chemicals... Oh, help, you're right. I was forgetting what happened yesterday. Oh, right. The emoji name I'm gonna shoot. Oh, and then it colored, right.
Was that the right color, though? It's purple. But that's not Mr. Windemake's blood. That stain is from 2 months ago. That's Mr. Mason's blood from when he was stabbed by McGilded, who was wearing the coat at the time. Oh, God. Hey, but how does What's-His-Face know that? My lord, the defense objects to the test proposed by the prosecution.
Overruled! Lord of Antiques, make it so at once!
Oh my God, Picard, is that you?
With pleasure, my lord.
With,
With pleasure, my lord. My lord.
saying my lord is hard in that accent.
While we await the results, the defense may proceed with the cross-examination.
It's gonna be one of those cases where I just press them on everything and nothing happens. Once they find the blood on that overcoat, I feel like I should have said that. Gina will be...
Counsel!
Yes, my lord.
Your cross-examination!
Of course, my lord. This cross-examination doesn't go well. If I don't manage to uncover some decisive evidence or a really compelling clue now, I have a very bad feeling about the outcome of this trial. Bro, we're on one life. I don't know if I'm up to this. I don't know about you, but... Moment of shooting, which he didn't see. While these ruffians were jostling with the broker, I was still near the entrance to the shop. Okay. Mr. Windemake emerged from the storeroom, I believe.
Ringo and Nash were scouring the counter when he suddenly appeared and flew at them. He already had the revolver in his hand. Fortunately, I wasn't too close.
I've never been so scared in all my life. Yeah, we're just your regular mild-mannered burglars, that's all. We don't like violence. What? Says the pair who carry a gun. What do you mean when you say you were near the entrance to the shop? Really, dude?
I was in the doorway, running my eyes over the shelves of forfeited items.
Looking for the music box, of course.
The broker went for Nash in the first place. Then Ringo joined in, making it 2 against 1. So I assumed they could handle the situation. I didn't mean to press that. But I was wrong.
I was trying to help me, little bruv, but the old geezer chucked me over the blooming counter. So I pulled me gun on the old fella, and that soon made him scarper.
Pair of you setting upon the poor defenseless pawnbroker together? Shame on you!
Sorry, Gov. Yeah, beating up an old man. When I threw Nash over the counter, I felt a sharp pain in my arm. Wait, is that what he shot? Him? Really? That's weird. You mean that's the moment you were shot?
Yes, though I didn't immediately realize what had happened, of course. Things crashed to the floor from the counter as the 3 men were brawling. It was at exactly that moment that it happened, so I didn't hear the gunshot.
And the bullet went on to strike the calendar in the wall behind you.
So it would appear. When I looked at my arm, I saw it was bleeding badly, so I wrapped my handkerchief around it. Seeing as I couldn't explain what had happened to a doctor, I had no choice but to wait for it to heal. I didn't imagine it would still be bleeding 2 days later. Did Mr. Windemake intend to shoot you, do you think?
Well, now...
Well, no, I don't imagine he even noticed I was there, to be honest. Perhaps the gun went off accidentally. Anyway, it didn't quite strike home.
When I pulled the gun on him, he tried to shove me out the way. And then he scampered through that door out back.
At which point, what did you do?
Cry.
I pursued the man, but he shut himself in the storeroom. I could see him through the peephole in the door, though.
Why did I read that in the voice? Sorry. You mean you chased after him?
I don't recall the reason why, but I ran after him to the back of the shop.
And what about this peephole in the door you mentioned?
Well, that's approximately the storeroom's door, a solid job. So, the storeroom door is a solid job, made of stout wood.
Oh, there's a little door.
Well, there's a small opening in it about head height that lets you see what's in there from the outside.
Actually, I should know that, shouldn't I? Oh, right. I looked through it myself that night. Was she wearing the coat that night? My Dangan robot? Yeah, is that black? Wait, I don't...
And what about you burgling brothers? Did you see what went on to those people as well?
Not likely, Gov. Didn't see nothing of the sort, Gov.
I doubt these two buffoons were even aware of the people's existence.
So the Skulkin brothers were there, but they didn't see the killing of Mr. Winnebank take place. That's convenient.
Huh. Inside the storeroom, I could see the broker and that young girl standing there.
The defendant! No, Maya Fey. What?
Yes, though neither of them noticed that I was looking. The girl raised her gun and pointed it straight at the man.
Wait, but like, didn't he get shot from behind? She was standing between him and the door? He fell, like, away from the door. That doesn't make any sense.
And then, what did you see next?
He ran into there. She went up to the door and shot him as he was facing away from the door? Like, what? Black coat? Okay. Yes, when the crime was discovered, the defendant was found with a gun in her hand. But that was Mr. Winnebake's gun, from which only a single bullet had been fired. And as we've already established, Mr. Graydon, that bullet was fired at you.
Nah, but no. It wasn't the broker's gun that the pickpocket girl had when I saw her. Yes, the bullet from Winnebake's gun grazed my arm. And yes, the Skulkin's gun grounded the detective. But this was another gun entirely. A third gun. The broker's gun was not a murder weapon, so clearly there had to be a third firearm involved. In other words, the accused must have had her own gun with her at that time.
Objection. Yeah, okay, where is it? But no other gun was found at the scene.
Calm yourself, Counsel.
Sorry.
You must consider the events in order.
Well, you took the gun, put the gun in her hand. Why?
At first, I saw the broker and the girl glaring at each other, but then, all of a sudden, the broker turned to run. And it was at that moment that the little gutter rat shot him in the back. Chilling image, I must say.
Yeah, a false one, too. I saw the blood spatter all over that wretched girl. I'm confused. All over her?
Yes, through the peephole I saw it clearly. Of course, the stains are invisible now, what with the coat being such a dark color.
At what angle did all of this take place? Because if he's facing away from the door, she's facing him. I guess maybe she was standing to the side? I don't know.
But I assure you, that garment is sullied with the victim's blood.
Well, it is sullied with blood, that's for sure. What is not Mr. Winnebank's blood, is it? No, that's right. It's Mr. Mason Milverton's blood from when McGilded stabbed him 2 months ago. So annoying. They'd only accept Halley's chemical analysis. We could prove that. But they won't. So unfortunately, we can't use it as evidence to support our case. Bother. I know, girl, I wish. Then she tossed the gun out the peephole. What? How is there a gun in her hand then? Bro, what are you saying? I don't understand. Did I hear you correctly? She threw the gun out of the room?
That's right. After the broker fell to the floor, she started walking over. Over where exactly?
She was gonna shoot him in the face, apparently.
In the direction of the storeroom door, to where I was watching. Of course, I quickly retreated, and then the girl dropped the gun through the peephole onto the floor on my side of the door. Why on earth would she do such a thing? I couldn't tell you. Perhaps she was hoping to distance herself from the murder weapon. Without thinking, I went and picked it up. Suppose I was worried about just leaving it there, in case any more tragedies took place.
Basics is like, I am not buying this bullshit.
So it was you, in fact, who took that third gun from the scene of the crime? Yes, it was yours truly. Huh. I left the clear up to my lackeys and left.
Clear up? We made a bit of a mess around the counter, so Mr. Whistle and Flute here told us to tidy up. He thinks he's our bloomin' mum sometimes.
Well, I was paying you enough, by God.
Yeah. Tell me, Mr. Graydon, when you left the pawnbrokery that night, was it by any chance with the second disc in your jacket pocket?
You're like a bull at a gate, aren't you?
Are you? What the fuck is going on over here? Excuse me? Can you please not choke someone out on the stand there? What's your name, Greg? Gentlemen, the fuck? Gregson. There you go. Can I help you, Gregson? Something wrong, Sunshine? That should be my line. You do realize you were just violently shaking Mr. Skulkin. Blimey, this D's a bit of an hooligan, ain't he? What was going on just now? Did he steal your french fries? You saw him? He grabbed me whistle. Why the blazes, he said. Didn't you mention the third gun when you got down the station? And why didn't you? 'Cause we didn't know nothing about it. Or that flaming people in the door. In the door. Sorry about that. I can be prone to losing my rag sometimes. Not it, are you? God blimey, see the way he's looking at me? I'm telling you, this dick gives me the willies. That was strange. The inspector doesn't normally get quite as worked up as that. He wouldn't normally grab someone. No, that wasn't like Gregsy at all. He's normally all sweetness and light, no matter what I say to him. Yes, well, I think you might be a special case, Iris. Well, anyway, that was definitely out of character. Bro, eat your fries and calm down. Okay. My lord. Oh, requesting your lordship's permission to interrupt the cross-examination. Explain yourself, officer. Clearly, he just did the test we ordered. What do you think he's doing? Telling you it's sunny outside? I have the results of the test that was ordered earlier, my lord. Nah, the blood on the accused's silver coat. Oh shit. Thank you, officer. Sorry I yelled. Very well, the cross-examination is hereby temporarily suspended. I presume you have no objection, counsel? Oh, I have many. No, my lord. Can I cry? Alright, Gregsy. Well, there you have it. The report, please, Inspector. Oh, yes, sir. Traces of human blood were found on the overcoat of the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade. From the extent of the stains, it would appear that they were the result of spattering following a gunshot wound. What is that bullshit? That's not true. Let it report. Goodness me. See, what did I tell you? Well, that's not what the blood from a gunshot wound looks like. It was like in two sheets along the front of his coat. Like, blood splatter from a gunshot, I feel like is more like paint splatter. Like, it's like a bunch of little dots. It's not like two huge sheets on either side, because he was like... I don't know how that's from him stabbing the guy either, honestly. Unless he, like, hugged him afterwards, then I don't know.
Objection.
No, the blood on that coat is not Mr. Windibank's.
What on earth makes you say that, counsel?
The coat originally belonged to Magnus McGilded. Just before his coat was deposited at Windibank's, McGilded had fatally stabbed Mr. Mason Milverton. So the blood on that overcoat is the blood of the brickmaker from the omnibus case.
Objection!
Oh god. Well, the dead cannot speak. Isn't that right, my Nipponese friend? I mean, if we get Maya Fey in here, they very well could. Sorry. 2 months ago, in the very courtroom, did you not argue fervently for McGilded's innocence? And yet, now that the man is dead, you brand him as a murderer. Your conduct shatters any shred of respect you may have earned for yourself in this country. But that was... I didn't know. I call it a bloody disgrace. Treachery, that's what it is. Huh. How to determine whether the blood on that coat is 2 months old or not? Even as a stereoscope... What? Even a stereoscope couldn't help the answer to that problem about. It can't be done. But... We used Mr. Sholmes' specially formulated Mr. Sholmes is a detective, not a chemist! Oh, sorry, other Santa. Would you put such faith in a chemical formula devised by me, for example, when I'm a communications officer? I held out Brodsky the starving boy and the runaway crying. Oh, Sherlock Sholmes is... what was that? Jesus! Sherlock Sholmes is barely more than a figment of the public's imagination. His name carries no weight in this courtroom. No weight at all. I mean, speak for yourself, bro. How could you say that? He literally got shot for this.
Victory is sweet indeed. This proves that my testimony is the whole truth, from start to finish. How do you arrive at such a conclusion, sir?
As they when they said, the accused coat was spattered with the blood of the victim. Yeah, we can't prove that either way, dude. You have no proof it is his. I have no proof it isn't. You know what I mean? The only way Mr. Graydon could possibly have known that fact is as if he saw it happen. In other words, his testimony is solid and the conclusion is singular. It was the accused who shot the victim in this case. That is the whole truth. Alright. Bro, put your arm down. My lord. Oh. Been a long battle this one, but this old warhorse has something to say now if you please. Why is everyone Russian now?
Mr. Foreman?
As of this moment, sir, the squadron has reached its final decision. Oh god. Guilty. Can't wait. Ready, men? All for one now. Sir.
Guilty.
Yep.
Guilty.
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 Murder!
Guilty.
Guilty!
Guilty.
Guilty. Alright. This has happened like 4 times already. I don't even care anymore. Great. Guilty. Let's go. Summation examination.
Well, it would appear the ladies and gentlemen of the jury have reached a unanimous verdict for the 40th time today.
Yeah, drip your wine. Drink it. Drink your wine. The defense has consistently failed to unpick this witness's testimony. Bro, you literally have no evidence that that's that guy's blood. There's the only attempt to make it unpicking the juror's decision being equally successful. Thanks. Yeah. Ugh! I gotta hit the wall. I don't believe it. After I've come so far. How is it all unraveling on me so fast? Ah, you're fine. Don't even worry about it. How very distressing. To be held in such low esteem. Yo, is it what's his face? Strongheart? Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo? Officer?
Officer! You've delivered the report now. That will be all. Thank you.
It occurs to me with some regularity, Mr. Naruhodo. Yo, is that Sherlock? That scientific truths are determined not by science, but by none other than the human mind. I know that voice. Dad? Am I going mad? Mr. Sholmes!
What is the meaning of this?
Yo, look at that leg. Wow.
Order! Order! Order!
What business do you have here, detective? The last I heard, you were recuperating in hospital. As well I would be, had I not been sent upon an errand. What errand?
Hurley, it's really you. You're awake at last.
Yes, good day, Iris. I appear to be rather late to rise. My apologies. Now, my lord, if you will humour me.
In what manner, sir?
I have something of great importance I wish to give to the young lawyer over there. A high five and a hug. I need no more than 5 minutes. Would you be so kind as to spare us the time?
Huh? What say you to this, Lord Van Zeeks?
He's like, can I punch him, please? This trial has taken many hours of the court's time, having spent so long already. Exactly! Having spent so long already, we don't want to go wasting any more precious time. As I was saying, having spent so long already, it would seem churlish to deny the defense a mere 5 minutes. Yo, I love you, Van Zeeks!
Very well then, counsel, you have 5 minutes.
Oh, Van Zeeks are... Oh, look at my squad! My dear fellow, I apologize for my tardy arrival. Mr. Sholmes, are you alright now? Alright, I'm all wrong. Sorry. I've only just managed to summon the strength to stand, man. I asked to do it for 5 minutes. But I fear even that may prove too much for me. Pray forgive me should I pass out. Let's make this discussion as short as possible. Hurley, this place is full of idiots. None of them can see how wonderful your chemical blood analysis is. Ah, well, that concoction of mine was really just a bit of sport to assist me in my investigations. I never took the trouble to refine it for appraisal by the scientific community. An oversight on my part? Right. Modesty? Surely not. But enough of that. I'm here to give you this, my dear fellow. What's that? A lavender furoshiki wrapping? Furoshiki, whoop. A leaving present from Miss Susato. From Miss Susato? She made you a lunch. If possible, matters were to be settled without me giving you this. Those were her instructions when she asked me to do her this favor. I don't understand. Miss Susato foresaw today's events, I believe. She knew that the culprit would attempt to escape justice by means both devious and underhand. And that you, Mr. Naruhodo, fighting fairly as you are wont to do, would find yourself in considerable peril. At that very moment of crisis, you were to be given this small parcel. Those were the dear lady's instructions. A leaving present from Susato-san? Whatever could it be? What is this? Oh, it's the machine I made. Ah. Which one? Oh. Oh! Look, I use this. It's my latest invention. What is that? Oh, I don't need to re-say this, sorry. I call it the cat flap-a-mat. Oh yeah, I can make a cat flap for a little furry friend like Waggy in seconds. Waggy! Wait, why do I need a cat flap? What's Susie up to? Miss Susato muttered the following words before she left. I'm a failure. I don't deserve to be a judicial assistant. What? Didn't she say so? Didn't she say something like that? Did she? I don't remember. You really are the best judicial assistant in the world. Well, that's extremely flattering. But I'm sorry to say that I've been a complete failure. Girl, what's going on? Whatever did she mean by that, Mr. Sholmes? I love that girl. That night, when you left Winterbanks in pursuit of the thieves, Miss Susato made use of this contraption for a certain purpose. Oh, she made The peephole. She made it. It wasn't there. Was it? Wait, I'm confused. Wait, didn't I look through it? Oh, I chased after them and came back, right? That is your answer, dear fellow. Not at all cryptic, then. Zato-san used his cat flap pad that night, but why? Okay. I think I ran after them and then came back and then looked in the door. I don't think I saw the body first, right? Comeback machine for the rapid creation of small flaps and larger doors to allow cats to come and go freely. God bless. He's like, cat flap a what? I'm drinking my wine. Oh, there it goes. Your 5 minutes is over. Holmes just collapses on the ground. Sholmes, damn. Oh, we're out of time already? Bro, give me a hug before you go. I need the strength. Oh, there he is. I'm grateful to you for affording us that brief recess, Mr. Reaper. I need no thanks, Detective. After all, the die is cast. Is it really? The jurors are unanimous in their leanings. No doubt my learned friend will consider a summation examination. But any attempt to alter the verdict now would be utterly futile. I wonder. Mr. Naruhodo. Yes? The rest is down to you, dear fellow. What is your plan? To wing it? The rest is down to me. I need to be careful here. If I make a wrong move, the trial will end. Badly. Well, dude, I literally have 1 health left. My lord, the defense requests... time to think. You know what? That's a good time to stop the episode, right? I would keep recording, but I think I'm running out of space on my computer and I'm really hungry. So, hey, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry if the audio is jank today. I'm still trying to, I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm ordering a gaming computer, so hopefully I can get a nice mic and have a better setup for you guys. But until then, thanks for your patience. And as always, feel free to leave a like, comment, favorite, or subscribe, whatever you guys are feeling. And until the next time, lights off, dark out.